Good afternoon, class of Fit Grade, Fit A, Fit B, and Fit C. I hope you're doing good over there in your house. I'm doing fine over here. So we're going to be working with our second video, and we're still in the same theme, which is electricity, but we're going to see today other types of energy, yes? But before we begin the class, let's say the Our Father. Our Father who art in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay, so we continue with the theme electricity. Today is April 28, 2020, and we have here 9 lines, and we're going to put 9 examples of different forms of energy. Let's start with the first one, gravitational. Gravitational energy has to do with height, like for example, somebody climbing a mountain or somebody climbing a ladder. Has to do with height, okay? So let's think of another form of energy. Can somebody think of one over there? Okay, what about chemical energy? Chemical energy, examples of chemical energy could be food. Food is chemical, and when you eat food, it turns into energy. Also, batteries that we use for games, they also contain chemicals. So that's 2 examples. There are other examples, but we're going to continue right now with another form of energy. Can somebody think of one? Okay, what about wind? Wind is a natural form of energy. For example, when you see a flag moving by the wind, that flag is moved by energy from the wind. Okay? So let's think of another form of energy. How about thermal energy? Thermal energy has to do with heat. Everything that is hot, for example, hot water, the stove where the fire comes out, it gives out heat. That would be thermal energy, okay? All right, let's think of another one. What about light? Light is a form of energy, and we get light from a light bulb, and we also get light from the sun. The sun gives us natural energy. The light bulb will give us electric energy. Okay, let's think of another one. What about kinetic? Kinetic energy has to do with an object moving. For example, a car that moves, or somebody riding a bicycle, moving objects, that would be considered kinetic energy, okay? All right, we need 3 more. What about sound? Sound energy. Okay. For example, a guitar. When people play a guitar, the sound that comes from the guitar would be called sound energy. Okay. We need another one. What about hydraulic? Hydraulic energy has to do with water, like from a dam or a reservoir or a lake. That water transforms into hydraulic energy. It could give us electricity, actually, okay? And we need 1 more. Can somebody guess what's the last one? Electric, the theme, electricity. Okay. Okay, very good. Those are just 9 forms of energy. There are others out there. So right now we're going to go to exercise 2. Here we have the form of energy and a little definition of that form of energy. For example, wind farm. You know those wind farms where they have those big fans that turn around? Those are farms. They generate energy. Now, what would be the definition for that? Right here, wind farm, energy from wind. So we make a line over here. Okay. And now we have geothermal energy. Geothermal, where would that go? Okay, geothermal is an energy that uses heat from the earth. It has to do with heat, remember, everything that's hot. So that would be, uses heat from the earth. Hydroelectric. Okay, remember I told you that that has to do with water. So that would go here. Water in reservoirs, it could be lakes, okay? So that would go here. And solar plant, that would be, uses heat, light from the sun. Okay, very good. All right, let's go to exercise 3. Right here we have 4 devices that we use in our house. We have an iron, we have a TV, we have a hair dryer, and a blender, okay? What kind of energy do these devices use? Let's start with iron. What kind of energy comes from the iron? I'll give you a clue. Hot. When everything is very hot, when something is very hot, that would be considered what? Thermal. Very good. Thermal energy. Now, what about a TV set? What kind of energy do we get from it? We know it's powered from electricity, but what kind of energy do we get from the TV screen? Light. Very good. Now let's go with the hair dryer. What kind of energy does the hair dryer? This one actually has 2. It has wind. The wind that comes out, wind energy, and also thermal when it gets hot because it dries your hair. So heat comes out, that would be considered thermal. Okay, and then we have the blender. The blender also has 2 forms of energy. Can somebody tell me one? Okay, let's put electric. Okay, and what's the other form of energy that comes from the blender? It makes a lot of noise, so that would be what? Sound energy. Okay, so that's it for today, but before we end the class, I'd like to pronounce the words because some of these are a little bit difficult. Over there in your house, you can repeat after me, okay? Okay, first one, gravitational, gravitational, chemical, chemical, wind, wind, thermal, thermal, light, kinetic, sound, hydraulic, hydraulic, and the last one, electric. Okay, so that will be it for today. Next week I'll give you another video. I'm also going to give you some questions, you know, like a questionnaire. It could have 6, 8 questions about what we're learning, about the information we learned from the first and the second video. Okay, so this exercise is on page 95. So if you have your science book, you can do the exercise there. Some people don't have their science book, so you can use your science notebook or another notebook, okay? All right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a good day.